All right, I think I am live. My computer's humming, so I hope it doesn't distract from anything. Okay, so I see my microphone. Hi, guys. Sorry. I see my microphone moving. I think I am live. So, hello again. I know it's been so long since I've jumped onto the channel. It's life gets in the way. I won't bore you with all the details, but I'm so happy to be back talking to you all again. I'm very excited to be here. I wanted to jump on YouTube because I know I've been kind of a little bit more active in the Facebook group, and I wanted to get onto YouTube. I haven't been so good at connecting with the community there, so I really want to connect more with you here on YouTube in the future. So, with that in mind, I prepared a little bit of a presentation today, just a kind of a lightish topic about the benefits and drawbacks of cloth diapers, but not like the environmental and health benefits. More, the unexpected things that you don't really know about unless you've been cloth diapering in the trenches doing it every day. Those kinds of benefits and drawbacks, and getting 100% real and telling you the real deal of what you can expect, so that when you jump in, you're fully prepared and nothing is going to take you by surprise. So I thought that's what we could do today. So I'll give my little talk. Feel free to ask questions during it. I may just not catch it because I have like a little PowerPoint on the screen. So I may not catch your question, but I will try to go back after and grab them. Otherwise, I will be doing a little Q&A at the end. If anybody has any questions, I will answer anything. It doesn't have to be about, the benefits and drawbacks of cloth diapers. It can be about anything. Anything your heart desires, even if it's like, here's my numbers with my wash routine. I don't mind. Whatever you have to talk about, because I know it's been a long time, so I'm excited to connect with you again, as I've already said. All right, so let's jump in. Let me see if I can share my screen with you. It seems to be working. So we're talking about the good, the bad, and the ugly, and I will get into the ugly side of cloth diapers. Again, it's not what you're expecting, so wait for it, but it's definitely what I consider to be the ugliest part of cloth diapering. So stick with me to the end, because it's also something you really want to be prepared for, because it can be traumatic. So let's get to it. That's a little vague and cryptic, I know, but stay with me. All right, so there we go. So let's just talk about what we're going to cover. I have 8 surprising benefits from using cloth diapers, 3 downsides, and 2 uglies. So that's what we're doing. Again, I'm not going to cover environmental benefits and health benefits. You can find those anywhere. Just do a Google search and 82,000 results will come up. I'm not interested in those. You can find those out anywhere. And all the statistics are all different, and you can find, opposing views. There was an article a long time ago about how cloth diapers use too much water, blah, blah, blah. Okay, yeah. Putting together polymers and plastics takes less water, sure. Anyhow, don't get me started. Totally different topic from today's presentation. So, what is the first one? The first one is that you never run out. And I know it's like a duh, but anyone who's used disposable diapers will know you are always going to run out. You're going to either your baby's going to jump a size before you even had the chance to buy the next size, or you're out somewhere and you didn't pack enough in the diaper bag, or something's going to happen. You're going to have to go run to the store, usually in the middle of the night. Nothing's open, so you have to go to that drugstore and spend $1 million for 3 diapers, and it's a whole thing. If you run out of cloth diapers, you pop in a load of laundry, you throw them in the dryer, done. Finished, moving on. So that's definitely a not fun, but convenient benefit of cloth diapers. This one's a little controversial. They're heavy weatherproof, and I put depending on style as an asterisk on this one. So let me explain. For a disposable diaper, you get what you get. There is like heavy wetter supreme diapers and stuff for disposables, but there's not that much difference, and what you get is you get. What you get is what you get. So a lot of times I hear from parents who have actual like real heavy wetters, and especially at nighttime, their babies are leaking through those disposable diapers. So what are you gonna do? You can't. It's not like you can get a double disposable diaper. Whereas if you have a cloth diaper, if your baby's out wetting your diaper, you just put more absorbency in. Just keep shoving more absorbency in, get your cloth diaper cover, which is the asterisk. This depends on what style of cloth diaper you're using. So if you're using let me get one here, a pocket diaper. Again, the most popular kind of diaper, and the diapers that you'll see everywhere flooding the market, are pocket diapers. So that's these diapers here, where it has an inner lining, the PUL outside, and then somewhere in here there's a pocket opening that you stuff your inserts into. So let me go to full screen here. 1 second. All right, so this is what you have. You have the pocket opening and you stuff your inserts in here. The thing with pocket diapers are, these are made for the inserts that come with them. Usually there's a little bit more room in there to kind of add boosters and that type of thing. But, you know, the pocket is your limit, basically. So you can't add endless amounts of absorbency in a pocket diaper. So if you have a super heavy wetter, and I'm talking like really, really heavy wetter, and, you know, a heavy wetter at night, forget a pocket diaper. No, not after like 3 months of age if you have a heavy wetter. But if you go to a cover system, so you buy some cloth diaper covers like these, you know, a nice deep pocket. There's no lining inside. The inserts or whatever goes right directly onto, it's just covered by the cloth diaper cover liner. Then you can get into things like, where is it? This is an Ecobal hemp fitted diaper. This is the bulletproof solution for nighttime. By the way, after the video is done, I'll put links in the description. But this is like the heavy duty diaper. This will survive most heavy wetters at night under a diaper cover. These are not waterproof by themselves. You need a diaper cover. And like even this, with all of the boosters and stuff in here, you can still add another booster if you absolutely needed it. So when I say cloth diapers are heavy wetter proof, I do only mean certain styles of cloth diapers. But once you get into those styles of cloth diapers, you can just keep shoving it in there, and you know your baby's not going to pee that much. So it does let you cover your bases. Whereas a disposable diaper, you get what you get. I don't know if a disposable diaper could hold this much, to be perfectly honest. Maybe like a special overnight one, but even then, I'd be hard. I'd like to compare them head to head. Actually, that'd be something interesting. I'll have to talk to the community about that, because that's actually a good idea. Yeah, we'll try that one day. But I'm like, if you need something for overnight and you have a heavy wetter, usually a regular disposable diaper will not cut it. You need to go. A lot of people come to cloth diapers just for the overnight leaking situation. So that's what I mean there. And let's not beat the point to a death. You get what I'm saying. All right. Benefit number 3, they speed up potty training. So I'm not going to say this goes for, you know, every kid across the board. Your baby's going to potty train like that. Obviously not. Every kid is different. Every kid has, you know, attention span, desire, all of those things come into play, body signals, that type of thing. But when it comes to signals, cloth diapers help the baby understand their body signals. Again, thinking of a disposable diaper, it's full of these polymers and these wicking plastics that, you know, pull the moisture away from the baby and it doesn't even touch them. That's great for younger children, but when you're potty training, how do you, if you're not understanding body signals yet and you don't feel any wetness, how are you supposed to like understand what signals mean what? So in a cloth diaper, you can just take out if you're using fleece liners for that stay dry feeling, you can take those out and have something. You also don't want to, you know, any fleece like that, just have something like a natural cotton or a hemp or a bamboo against baby skin, and they're going to feel that wetness like that. So they'll know, oh, I felt like this and then I wet. So they can put those dots together. So that really helps a lot of children with the potty training thing, just understanding their body. And I'm still on me. I never showed you my screen. I'm sorry. That was the slide. Not that it's a earth-shattering slide, but let's get our stuff straight here. So number 3, they speed up potty training. Let's go to number 4. The poop goes in the right place. So most people don't know this, but you are not supposed to put the poop in a disposable diaper into the trash. Your landfills, all the local landfills, are not made to handle human waste, especially at scale. They do, but they're not made to. So you're actually supposed to dump the solids into the toilet regardless if you're using a disposable diaper or a cloth diaper. And you can see down there I have just a couple of pictures of some packages of disposable diapers. They actually write this on the package, but no one, of course, reads it. So yeah, if you do care about the environment and that type of thing, you are not supposed to put solids into the garbage. It's, you know, waste, it's contamination. You're not supposed to do it. So if you have to dump out the solids from a disposable diaper anyway, using a cloth diaper actually makes that whole process easier, because, you know, you're cleaning off the poop anyway, and then you just throw it into the, you know, your dirty diaper storage. So it makes sure that the poop goes in the right place, and it makes it a lot easier. All right. Return on investment is number 5 for my benefits. So what do I mean by that? Well, first of all, yes, I have another video. After this is done, I'll try to put a card or something at the top, or I'll put a link in the description as well. I have a video where I kind of like went over the math of the average cloth diaper versus the average disposable diaper cost for, you know, for diapering your baby from birth to potty training. And I guesstimated that on average, you're going to save about $1,575 per baby. Well, for your first baby, I should say. For your first baby, using cloth diapers, you know, a set stash. Actually, I used some pretty expensive numbers for the cloth diapers. I think I was at like 14 or 15 or 16 maybe dollars per diaper. So very expensive diapers for your cloth diaper stash. That's about how much you would save. Now, of course, it was even more if you use those cloth diapers on baby number 2, baby number 3, and so on. You probably, if you took really good care of your cloth diapers, maybe you'd get to baby number 4, but that's a lot of use. Anyhow, so that's about how much you can expect to save. But then, if you take very good care of these diapers, and say you only use them on one baby and the condition is good, you can sell them. There's a whole used cloth diaper market. So it's not like the money spent up front, which is usually more expensive, obviously, because you're buying them all at the beginning instead of, you know, spread out over the years that your baby's in diapers. So yes, that upfront cost is great, but you're not throwing the money away. You still have this asset at the end that you can sell. Now, normally cloth diapers nowadays don't sell for that much, but it's money in your pocket at the end of the day, right? Whereas a disposable diaper, that's just money in the trash. It's worth nothing. So return on investment is one of the benefits of cloth. Number 6, no blowouts. This one's controversial as well. So I know I'm going to get some moms being like, I've gotten a blowout in my cloth diaper and yada, yada, yada. Yes, it does happen, but it happens for 2 reasons. So listen up. So the reason that a blowout will happen in a cloth diaper is because either A, the elastic around the leg is not deep into, but the elastic needs to touch baby around the leg crease. And I don't have my doll here, and I can't show you, but right where the leg meets the groin area and that crease right there, the elastic needs to come up flush with it and, you know, be firm against it. This is how you get a proper fit. So if your diaper doesn't have a proper fit, then yes, you know, especially in those newborn stages where the poops are runny and the poops they have the force of 1,000 hurricanes. They're intense. It's coming out at full force. You need that elastic, you need that fit to be good in order to block a blowout. Once you have that fit though, a cloth diaper will hold it in. A disposable diaper will not. Think about the elastics in a disposable diaper, right? It can't deal with that force. It just goes everywhere. I tried to not pick a truly disgusting picture for this one, but if if you want to see something gross, Google or diaper blowouts, and you'll notice it's all disposable diaper pictures. So I said there was two things. So getting that fit around, and also there's like a velocity to it, right? Like there's a pressure that causes the blowout to begin with. You want to make sure, the whole reason that cloth diapers, aside from the better elastics, the whole reason they don't have blowouts is because there's some give in here. There's some natural space that, you know, the diapers make for adding more inserts, etc. There's some space in there, so there's some room for it to go. Unlike a disposable diaper that's just kind of like a flat piece of nothing, right? So there's some give in there. If you overstuff your diaper so that, you know, if it's a pocket, you know, it's really stuffed like this, there's no room there, that can also, you know, if there's a lot of it and a lot of force, that can possibly cause you a blowout just because it needs somewhere to go. It needs some space. And that's why cloth is so much better, is because it has that space. So if you're getting blowouts in cloth diapers, it's because the fit is wrong or your diaper is overstuffed. Otherwise, cloth diapers don't have blowouts. They just don't. That's just what it is. If blowouts are a huge thing for you, you might also want to consider getting double gussets. Do I have one here? No, I don't have one on my cart. But I can drop a link to an article explaining what those are too. They're extra elastics in the lining of the diaper. Those also help, but in general, cloth diapers don't have blowouts. All right, one more benefit: the community. You guys are the benefit. I dropped a little picture of the Cloth Diapers for Beginners Facebook banner here. If you go on to Facebook, and Google Cloth Diapers for Beginners group, you will find us. We are over 43,000 members as of today. Of the kindest, most amazing, beautiful people I've ever met in my life. Like, you guys are awesome. I have, you know, 5 amazing admins who work really hard to make sure our culture of kindness and zero, you know, mom shaming or anything like that, it stays good in the group. And because of their hard work and because the cloth community itself is just such an amazing group of people, the community is really one of the benefits. Hands down, the best thing I've ever done, one of the best things I've ever done in my life, is to create the Cloth Diapers for Beginners Facebook group. Literally one of the best decisions ever. I love those guys. I really do. I love you guys here. It's just such a wonderful group of people, and I regularly have moms coming in the group. You know, this is the only mom group I've stayed in because all the rest are toxic, yada yada. I just feel like cloth diaper parents are just, well, I'll get into later I'll be talking a little bit about, you know, the reaction of non-cloth diaper people to cloth diapers and how, you know, there's that kind of tension. I feel like, you know, cloth diaper people, we get a lot of judgment about our decision to cloth diaper, and so I think that makes us it opens our eyes a little bit to the judgment early on. So I think that has a little something to do with it. But regardless of why you're so wonderful, you're just wonderful people, and it's definitely one of the benefits is getting involved in this community and making those connections and those friendships that, you know, last a long time. All right, so now let's get into the drawbacks. All right, there is a steep learning curve, very steep learning curve. Most of it's about laundry, I won't lie. A lot of people, before they get into cloth diapers, myself included, myself so hard, don't understand laundry. I mean, we're just trained, you know, more detergent equals cleaner diapers. If something's extra dirty, just add an extra glug in there and just, you know, pour some extra, it'll be fine. You can't be doing this with cloth diapers. So you learn how to do laundry properly. So that's, you know, a big part of the learning curve. There's also learning about different fabrics and how to, you know, the fact that you need more than one insert after baby's a certain amount of months old. There's a steep learning curve. And it's very overwhelming at the beginning, but once you climb that hill, you know, you climb it quickly. It's very steep, but you climb it quickly and then you're fine. But that initial phase is like, overwhelmed for sure. So that's definitely a downside to cloth diapers. It's not as, when we first think, oh, I want a cloth diaper, we think it's going to be simple, and then, oh my god, it's so hard, I can't understand any of this, and then you're fine. But it's that oh my god part that's definitely a drawback. All right, extra laundry is extra work. Cloth diapers create extra laundry. There's no, way around this. That's a drawback. If one load of extra laundry every 3-4 days is a deal killer for you, don't do cloth diapers, like for sure, because you have to do it. You have to wash them, so it is what it is. So there's that. Drawback number 3 that you don't always realize before you start is that cloth diapers are bulkier. Disposable diapers are just thin polymers and plastics, so you kind of that's what you associate as a diaper. But when you put a cloth diaper on a baby, especially if it's a heavy wetter or an older baby, that kind of in between stage between like 6 months and 10 months, it's a tiny baby, but you still need a lot of absorbency. It's just bulky, and at nighttime especially. They're just bulkier in order to get enough absorbency to hold everything in. So that's definitely a drawback, especially when you're picking up clothes for babies. You'll have issues with onesies fitting. You'll always want to buy a size up in those. Pants, usually you'll need to buy a size bigger unless they're roomy pants. Those little girl tights that they sell, you'll need to buy a size up in those because they're just bulkier. You got a big fluffy bum you gotta cover, so definitely a drawback. All right, let's get to the ugly side. The first ugly side, and I only have 2 thankfully, but this is ugly, is that daycares can be hesitant to cloth diaper. Choosing a daycare is a thing. Like, it's stressful, it's, you're freaking out that you have to leave your baby. It's not a fun time. Having to deal with a daycare that doesn't run a cloth diaper or doesn't have any experience with cloth diapering can be disheartening, to say the least. So that's a definite drawback, and it's just because these daycares, don't have experience with cloth diapers. They might say to you, "Oh, it's health and safety rules and regulations." I have a post. I'll link to it in the description, and also you'll see it in the last slide, that I kind of talk about all these things and kind of show you some of the actual rules and regulations that say no, actually it's fine. But they can, say no, and you'll need to do a little bit of, generally once you explain, you inform them, you maybe show them an actual diaper and like take them through the thing. Usually they will agree, but it sucks that you have to go through that. Like, it should be part of some training somewhere or something, you would think, but it is a hurdle that you'll have to climb, so it sucks. And it sucks that you have to deal with the negativity, which is what I think makes it the ugly side, is dealing with the negativity and the downer when you're so vulnerable looking for a daycare. That's kind of an ugly side to me. But the ugliest side of all the uglies is family and friends who want to tell you that your decision is horrible and you're committing child abuse and so on. And so I've heard so many horrific things that people have said to people who told them that they want to cloth diaper their babies just out of ignorance and just a feeling of superiority. Really, they think they know better than you, and you clearly don't know what you're talking about, because how could you? It's just this whole toxic thing that family and friends can spew at you. Again, you're pregnant, you're making these decisions, you're very emotional. It's like the worst time. You need their support, you don't need their judgment. But here they are thinking that this is the one area where they can totally judge you and be nasty to you about it. And that's what is the most ugly side of cloth diapers, is how some, not all. Now, I'm not saying all. I definitely know some amazingly supportive grandparents and family members and friends, 1,000%. But I hear more, and this may just, because of the nature of it, I hear a lot of negativity and upset feelings and hurt feelings coming from moms who tell their friends and family that they want a cloth diaper and then just get this vitriol back at them. It's awful. So that is an ugly side of cloth diapers. Be prepared for some pushback from your family and friends. Maybe not all of them, but some of them may give you comments and snide things, or just outright refuse to change your baby's diaper if they have cloth on them, whatever. If once these people get exposed to it, generally they calm the heck down and, you know, simmer and understand that, oh, actually, I don't have any experience and I was just going off the top of my head because I heard somebody sometime say something. I was like, they come around a lot of the time. Dads generally come around. I hear a lot of dads not wanting to jump into cloth diapers at first because they have these negative connotations. Dads usually come around. A good thing to kind of get them to turn around, you know, stereotypical dad, just show them the cost savings. That's usually a good way to talk them into at least trying it, and then they'll realize that it's not so bad and not this crazy thing that they think it is. You know, let them experience a blowout in a disposable diaper, and that will change their whole disgust on poop things. There's that. But yeah, definitely the ugliest side of cloth diapers, in my opinion, is that the treatment that some friends and family can give you when you tell them that you want a cloth diaper. So just be prepared for it. Come to the cloth diaper community and talk with us. A lot of us have been through it. A lot of us have seen people turn around. Vent to people who are like-minded and to understand that you are making choices for your baby because it's your baby and you know what's best for your baby. You are the only one who knows what's best for your baby. And if you're here listening to this, you are already an amazing parent because you are doing your research and you are finding out everything that you need to know, and don't listen to the noise because you are doing an amazing job, and don't worry about it. Come to the community and talk to us there. And that's all I have to say about that. So, for resources, I have, if you want more about like comparing cloth diapers to disposable diapers, I do have another article where I kind of go off on different directions that you can check out. I'll put all these links in the description again. If you want that link for daycares and cloth diapers, definitely check that one out. If you're, you know, wanting to use cloth diapers at daycare, for sure check that one out. And then cloth diaper and basics. And then if you're struggling with wash and care and that whole aspect, you know, that steep learning curve, I do have the cloth diaper care handbook. If you use the code YouTube, you'll get $2 off. It's not very expensive to begin with, but just so I know where people are coming over from, I have that coupon available for you. And I know there's not many of you on. What time is it? I talked for... Okay, no, I only jumped out at 30. I've only been talking for 27 minutes. It feels like I've been talking for an hour, but I have not. But if anybody has any questions, drop them in the comments now, and I will answer them. Whew, I do feel like I've been talking for an hour. No matter what your question, I'm happy to answer it for sure. But if nobody does have any questions, then I'm happy to cut it short and make it a nice, short and sweet one as well. I hope everyone's hearing me. I don't see any comments. Oops. Sorry, let's go back. Where am I going? Go back here. I don't see any comments saying, I can't hear you, so I'm assuming it's good. Alright. Oops. Oh, don't want to do that. Sorry, computer troubles. Alright, I'll wait another few seconds, and if nobody has any questions, then I will jump off. That was a nice, sweet, short, sweet one. I have a written version of this article that I put together as well that will also be out today with the video up the top. Maybe this is the future and you're watching that there. If so, hello. Written version is below. Yeah, and if you're watching this in the future and you have any questions, jump on into the Cloth Diapers for Beginners community on Facebook or on Cloth Diapers for Beginners on YouTube. Jump over there. Yeah, we're here for you. We're here to support you. I'm here to answer any questions you may have. I'm going to try to do these more regularly for sure. I know I say that a lot. Life. But COVID, where I'm in Ontario, Canada, so we've just lifted our mask mandates and everything like that. So it looks like everything's coming to a steady rate and we won't have any more school lockdowns, please. This is the first year that school has been past March break, so yeah. But it looks like things are slowly returning back to normal. Okay, I have a question from Alyssa. Hello, Alyssa. Thank you for joining us. Washing different fabrics is completely different. My routine for washing bamboo diapers is completely different than washing cotton. Is that normal? No, you shouldn't need a different wash routine for different fabrics. I have a lot of problems with buildup with cotton. Interesting. Okay. I don't know why that would be. Cotton over, sorry, what was your other one? Bamboo diapers. Bamboo are synthetic-ish. The cotton bamboo fiber is processed so much that there's not really any natural fibers in it. I know we consider it a natural fiber, and it definitely absorbs more like a natural fiber, but it's definitely more processed. So usually the more processed, the more smell. So it's strange that you would have more smell in the cotton. Unless, what kind of, I'm wondering what kind of, it doesn't really matter what kind of cotton you're using, if it's more layers than the bamboo, but that shouldn't matter. I would do a swoosh test if that's something you're familiar with. So get a big bowl of warm water. Although you already know that you're having problems with buildup, so you probably know this already. But for anyone watching, to understand if you're using too much detergent and you have detergent buildup, you want to take a bowl of warm water, take a clean and dry insert, and put it in and swoosh it around. And if you get any suds on top of the water, or the water's super cloudy, it will get some air bubbles to begin with, but it should clear up. If it's not clearing up and the water's cloudy, then you have a detergent buildup problem. Alyssa said, I've never had any buildup with bamboo, but always with the cotton, even if in the same wash. That's really strange. Because you're using the amount of detergent that you use with the cotton and the bamboo would be the same. You would have the same water. So it's very strange that I'm wondering if maybe if you're washing them all together, are you washing too much? Have you measured how much you can actually fit into your washing machine? Because every washing machine has a capacity, and if you use a measure method wash routine, which is the wash routine that style that I've created, where you're actually measuring everything so that everything is completely balanced. If you're using that washing method, then I have a calculation to get enough water into your machine based on your machine size, because every machine will put so much water per pound and they can only go up to a certain amount of pounds. So I'm wondering if you're just surpassing that and therefore there's not enough water, but when you split it you're not. That might be the cause. That would be the only thing I could really think of, because usually it would be the opposite. Your bamboo would hold more than your cotton, unless your cotton is really new and your bamboo is old. Then it might be some just from processing, but that probably doesn't make sense either. I would find out the capacity of your machine. So say you have a, okay, she just commented again. I checked capacity as well. It's not too much or too little. That's weird. I mean, you shouldn't have to do that. I hate to make you do that. If it's working and it's okay with you to do that, do it. But if you want to put them all together, which would be my inclination to want to put them all together, I would do that. Maybe just reduce a little bit from where you are. I mean, it sounds like you're doing a measure method routine, but even so, even just dropping it, because the whole thing is to teach you how to do it so you can adjust as you go, right? Do a little bit less and just see if the bamboo still come out clean. It may just be that it's not coming out, but it's still too much. If that makes a difference, it's really strange. That's a good question. I'm gonna think on it. And if I think of anything else, I'll come back in the comments after. But I don't know if you're making sure your capacity is fine and it's fine on the bamboo. It makes no sense that it would be the cotton. I'm not sure. Sorry, I'm not any help. Just try putting them all together and reducing a little bit and see if the bamboo, I mean, you'll know if the bamboo are not clean just from the smell, right? See if there's any problem with the bamboo and get it to where the cotton comes out fine, and then go from there. Because maybe it's just too much. It's just not showing up in your bamboo. I feel like I'm repeating myself, but that's what I would do. Sorry, no more help. It's strange. Yeah, but good question. Very good question. Because I don't know. Is there any other questions? We have a few more people jumping on now. So, hello everybody. Right now is the time when I'm taking questions. So if you have a question, jump on and let me know in the add a comment, or I think there's a chat. Hey, there's a chat. Sorry. And I will answer anything you have, and then you can go back and watch it if you're new. Because I know there's a few more jumping on. If not, I will try and be back here. I'll try for next week. I do have part of the reason I was supposed to do this on Tuesday, and then I had to bump it back to today because I have people working on my basement still, and I had someone come in because my fridge is broken, and it's a whole thing. So I have people in and out, so I'm not really sure what day yet. It depends when people are coming here to do work and being loud. But I will try to jump on some point next week, and I will announce that in the Facebook group, and I will figure out how to announce it better on YouTube as well, because I know kind of nobody knew it was happening today. So I will figure out a way to make an announcement here as well. But until then, I hope you all have an amazing weekend. I hope you all enjoy using your fluff diapers and enjoy those baby snuggles and all of that stuff, and have a wonderful weekend. Until next time, bye for now.